Some of those stories and some of the others that have caught our eye this morning. Delighted to say that newspaper reviewer Jenny Critchlow is from my old neck of the woods in Claverden this morning. She runs the Peace Gym, exercises for your mental health, with us this morning. Morning, Jenny.
Morning, Phil. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks very much indeed. What about you? Fit and healthy?
Yeah, fit and healthy, absolutely.
Good news, staying safe, fantastic. This is a story we talked a lot about yesterday. Daily Telegraph have picked it up today on its front page. This idea that you do lockdown or release lockdown by age, and over 70s in particular will be those who'll be told to stay in isolation and told to continue under lockdown, whilst the rest of the nation was sort of released from it, and the sort of accusations of ageism. We heard Sir Graham Brady, head of the 1922 Backbench Committee in the Commons yesterday, talk a bit about this. It's something you've picked up on this morning, Jenny.
It is. There's an article in the Daily Telegraph saying that over 70s are increasingly unhappy as anxiety in Britain soars. And they're saying that anxiety levels in the country have doubled, which I think is to be expected. I don't know whether it's just the over 70s, really. I think it's everyone. And anxiety tends to be fear for the future. And what we're finding is that not convincing ourselves that we know what's going to happen is flooring people a little bit. And the article's really useful, actually, for looking at how we are with anxiety, how we deal with anxiety, and understanding that the reason it affects us so much is that we tell a story in our head about the future that our body then believes is true and sets off an anxiety response. And it's happening more and more as we have less and less to do, I think.
The Daily Mail's also picked up on this story. Anxiety levels double, and apparently women, claims Claire Duffin in the Mail this morning, are feeling the most of pain. It's women in particular who are finding life in lockdown harder than men, according to this anxiety study. So the study takes a period between March 20th and March 30th, the closure of pubs, bars and restaurants. 49.6% said their anxiety levels are rated between an 8 and 10 in this period. It's equivalent to more than 25 million people, half the nation effectively, feeling high anxiety, according to the Office of National Statistics. I mean, obviously, one of your roles, Jenny, in the Peace Gym there is to try and lessen anxiety, the idea that you can't control the future, the idea to live in the now, and to at least try and enjoy the moment if you can, because you're right, no one can predict the future, can they?
Well, they can't. I mean, that's one of the difficulties, and that is absolutely what I do. So I am teaching my beginner's meditation course every day, 10 a.m, live stream, for free, and have been doing for the last 6 weeks, so people can come and learn a skill that helps them get through, and it's part of their structure. What we need in anxious times is structure and familiarity and skills to get us through. So I'm just running this course day after day, and at 8 p.m. every night, I do a sound bath for everybody, which is just a wonderful way of chilling out. And you can get that at the Peace Gym on Twitter for free every day, to come and learn something to get you through. It's really great for anxiety. It's great for controlling our thoughts, great for staying in the now.
Good little idea, and good little plug as well. Thanks. For you there, Jenny. Okay. The Guardian next, and why our pets are so important to us, especially at the moment.
Oh, this is so lovely. It's called Sanity, Stability and Stress Relief, why our beloved pets have never been so important. And you know what the pets are doing? They're doing two major things. One, they're giving people what I've just talked about, which is structure and stability, fun. You still got to feed your pet, you still got to get up for your pet, you still got to play with your pet. The most important thing about pets is that they don't think. They're not worried about the future because they're not thinking about it. And so from them, we take a great inner stillness as part of us, inside of us, that responds to the inner stillness of our pets and knows that there is just this present moment that they're living in. And they're having a grand old time.
Good to know. And again, that we often talk about the beneficial effect of dogs and cats, but pets in particular, whether it's even your goldfish, just give you a sort of a sense of togetherness at the moment. Quick one in the Daily Mail here. Love this. Just love the headline, first of all.
That's why I chose it.
Don't fall victim to the furlough Merlot.
I so wanted to say furlough Merlot.
You know what, Jenny? Pretend I wasn't here. Go for it.
Daily Mail, don't fall victim to furlough Merlot. And it's not a criticism about how much we're all drinking, but that word is just, who thought of that? Brilliant. And really just saying that alcohol consumption or sales at least are up by 300%. And it's not a criticism of people drinking at all, but it is useful to look at what we're doing. And that is very simply that one of the things we do as humans is that rather than sit in our anxious thoughts, we numb ourselves from them. And lots of the ways we numb ourselves from them have been taken away. So one of the main ways we numb ourselves is by being busy, or we shop, or we chat, or we go to work. We do lots and lots of things rather than sit in our anxious head. And because a lot of that's been taken away from us and suddenly we're not so busy, we're having to find another way to go below thought. But learn something like meditation that takes you above thought and you don't need it so much. I'm not saying don't drink, I'm just saying there's other ways.
Okay, good advice. And finally, a little piece you've got from the Covtel this morning, and this meteor shower we've heard a little bit about. Apparently tomorrow night's the night to catch it.
It is. Stunning meteor shower will light up the sky tomorrow night, Coventry Telegraph. Really, it's another bit around finding some structure for ourselves and focusing on the good stuff, focusing on what's present in your life and nice now. And this will be beautiful, it'll be nature, you'll be outside, and it gives us something to look forward to. And just controlling our thoughts just to stay not in distant future, but just in what we can focus on now, and really finding those beautiful things, and that would be one of them.
The Acurid meteor shower, AQUARIID meteor shower, ETA Acurid meteor shower. Apparently, high alert tonight because it'll be in full view. It occurs every May, apparently, but we don't always have the right sky and the cloud. Apparently, being peak of the early hours of tomorrow morning, with the dust coming in at 66 kilometres per second. Burning up at around 100 kilometres up high in the sky, and we'll take on the view of shooting stars in our sky late tonight, early hours tomorrow. Apparently, 2 a.m., 5 a.m. Wednesday morning, the best time to catch this. So I don't know, maybe worth a little alarm call or staying up a little bit late for. Jenny, really appreciate that. Thanks very much indeed. And once again, a quick plug for the piece, Jim. Thank you. Yes, if you want to, it's completely free on Twitter, live stream 10 a.m. So you can come and join in, learn a skill to get you through. Good stuff. Jenny Critchlow from Clarendon, who runs the piece Jim, with us this morning, going through the newspapers on BBC CWR.